my informative speech, on the process of photosynthesis and why it's vital and important for all life on Earth. Imagine waking up one day and finding out that all plants and trees have died. You would try and breathe and realize that the air would feel different. It would become more difficult to breathe. Animals wouldn't have food, such as bees, which eat flowers in order to pollinate. And before long, people would be struggling. That's what our world would look like without photosynthesis. That sounds quite scary, doesn't it? Photosynthesis is how plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make their own food and release oxygen. It's something that happens around us every single day of our lives, even when we can't see it. We should all care about photosynthesis because it gives us air we breathe, the food we eat, and helps keep Earth's climate in balance. It doesn't allow it to get too hot or too cold. It creates equilibrium and a nice balance. Photosynthesis mostly happens in the leaves of plants. Inside those leaves are tiny parts called chloroplast, which have something called chlorophyll too. That's what makes plants green. If you notice, when you look at a plant, it typically has a green color. Chlorophyll 2's job is to catch sunlight. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil, and with the power of sunlight, they make sugar, which is their food, their form of food, not like ours, and oxygen, which gets released into the air. The main formula for this process looks like this: 6 CO2, 6 H2O's water, plus light. And this transforms into C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Basically, plants use light to turn air and water into food and oxygen. This was stated and information found from Britannica. Photosynthesis is super important because every living thing depends on it. The oxygen that plants give off is what we and other animals breathe. Scientists say that around 70% of the oxygen of Earth actually comes from tiny ocean plants called plankton. Also, plants are the base of every food chain. That typically tends to be what the lower level on the food chain tends to eat. Even us, we eat like salad and other veggies that grow on the ground. Tend to be like what we consider plants. Herbivores eat plants, and then carnivores eat those herbivores. So in the end, everything comes back to plants and sunlight. Without photosynthesis, there wouldn't be food or oxygen, and life as we know it would not exist, unfortunately. Photosynthesis also keeps the planet healthy. The plants take in carbon dioxide during the process. They help clean the air. Carbon dioxide is one of the gases that causes global warming, so plants help reduce it naturally. Forests and oceans together remove a lot of carbon dioxide every year. But when we cut down too many trees or pollute too many oceans, which is happening every day with people being careless and not disposing of their waste properly, we create a contaminated environment, and this leads to a lot of issues such as global warming and high levels of carbon dioxide, which could be dangerous for us humans and other animals. And when we cut down many trees, this could also be bad because they typically tend to produce a lot of our oxygen. For example, in the Amazon, there's a lot of deforestation going on, and it's causing a lot of trouble because those trees, that area produces so much of the world's oxygen, and it's extremely vital. That's one big reason why taking care of the environment is important and vital for us humans and all other living organisms. Photosynthesis might seem like something small, but it's actually something that keeps our planet alive. It gives us air to breathe, food to eat, and helps us keep Earth's temperature regulated, and steady. Understanding how it works is extremely important and it reminds us how much we depend on nature. So next time you walk outside, past a tree, or even look at a plant on the ground, think about how it's helping you live. The little green leaf is quietly working every day to keep our world alive. Thank you for listening to my presentation. My sources were Britannica, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, and NASA Earth Observatory. Thank you. Have a good night. Well, morning.